Welcome to Classic Comedy of Old Time Radio. I'm your host, Ron Eckelbarger. Are you ready to live the life of Riley? I hope so, because here comes William Bendix as Chester A. Riley in The Life of Riley. This is episode number 173 in the series, and it is entitled The Football Pool. Today's show originally aired on November 11th, 1947.
It's new. It's amazing. It's Prell. P-R-E-L-L. Procter & Gamble's new Radiant Cream Shampoo in the handy tube. Prell brings you The Life of Riley. Prell, the shampoo that removes unsightly dandruff in as little as 3 minutes and leaves hair radiantly clean, radiantly lovely, presents The Life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. For the vast majority of Americans, the current football season means turning on the radio on Saturdays or perhaps taking in an occasional game. But to Chester A. Riley, the football season has meant a good kicking around. It all started about 10 days ago.
Now, let's see. UCLA versus Southern Methodist. Army versus Columbia.
Junior, please, stop mumbling.
California versus USC. Say, Mom, could I have my allowance, please?
Well, later, Junior. I'm busy getting supper.
Yeah, but, Mom,
Junior, where's your respect? When you want your allowance, ask me for it. Remember, I'm still head of the house.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pop. Could I have my allowance, please?
Stop mumbling.
But, Pop...
You're always asking ahead of time. You know your week's allowance ain't due till Thursday.
Yeah, but I'm asking you for last week's allowance.
Oh, well, why don't you say you want last week's allowance?
Okay, Pop. Can I have last week's allowance?
I'll give it to you next week.
But I gotta have a quarter by Saturday morning. I just gotta.
What's so important? You got a secret wife you're supporting?
No, it's for this football pool.
Football pool?
Yeah, you see this card here? I bet a quarter.
You bet a but that's gambling.
Well, everybody does it.
That's no excuse. Gambling never pays.
But if I win, I can buy a new Hallicrafter radio.
I forbid you to gamble.
Okay, Pop, okay.
Take it from the horse's mouth. I know what I'm saying. I know all the ins and outs of gambling, and believe me...
Gambling? Chester Riley, do you mean to tell me you've been gambling?
No, not me, Peg, not me. It was him, Junior. He did it. He did it.
Did what?
I'm no squealer.
Oh, I didn't do anything, Mom. I just want to go into a pool, that's all.
Well, I don't see any harm in that, as long as you dry yourself off when you get out of the water.
He's talking about a football pool, Peg. You see this card here? It's got 10 games they're going to play this week. You try to pick the winners and you bet money.
Junior, I'm surprised at you. You know what I think of gambling.
Oh, gee, I was only going to bet a quarter.
Well, I think it's disgraceful.
Your mother's right. Now let this be a lesson to you, Junior.
Believe me, gambling has broken up more homes. I'm glad I'm not married to a selfish, thoughtless gambler. If I was, I'd leave him.
And I wouldn't blame you, Dumplin'. I'd even go with you.
Hey, snap it up, Riley. We don't want to be late for work.
Okay, Gillis, okay.
Will you lift them flounders you're using for feed? The boss gets unhappy when we're late.
Oh, that's Stevenson, always beefing. Did you hear him last week when I accidentally dropped my lunch pail in the electric dynamo?
Well, it cost $300 to fix it.
Yeah, always thinking about himself. Never a word about the 2 hard-boiled eggs I lost. Some thanks I get for slaving 6 years. Does Stevenson give me a job with responsibility? No, he keeps me in a job a moron could do.
And you do it almost perfect.
Work, work, work. That's all I do. And some salary he pays.
A measlish handout. Believe me, Riley, today with the inflation, a man can't do hardly nothing for his family. Take me. Right now I'm miserable that I can't afford to buy my wife one of them new long dresses.
Well, that's not so important.
Oh, it ain't, huh? Did you ever see my wife's legs?
It's the kids, that's what's important, Gillis. They're the ones who suffer.
Yeah, like I always say, with guys like us, money is a luxury we can't afford.
Stevenson don't raise me, so I gotta turn down my kids every time they ask me for money. It's getting so bad if Junior needs dough, he goes out and gambles.
No kid.
Yeah.
Gambling, huh? The kids of today are so precocious. Your Junior is almost as bad as my Egbert.
Your Egbert gambles?
No. Women. The kid's got 47 pictures of Jane Russell in his room. I spent a whole day counting them.
Yeah, well, gambling's worse. I caught Junior with this card. Look.
Huh? Oh, well, that's not so terrible. He's only betting in a football pool.
Yeah, today it's football. Tomorrow it'll be horses, then poker. First thing you know, it's dice in Las Vegas.
But Riley...
Then roulette at Monte Carlo. You know what that's like. One spin of the wheel and he's broke. And you know what happens then?
Oh, now, look.
He walks out of the casino, down to the beach, pulls a gun out of his pocket, points it at his head, and that Stevenson ain't gonna murder my boy. Look here, Mr. Stevenson.
Riley, what's the idea of tearing into my office like this?
Oh, this is important, boss.
I'm too busy to see you now.
But, Mr. Stevenson, if you'll
I
only...
told you I'm busy. See me Monday. I haven't got time. Yes, what is it?
Washington is calling. The War Department.
Now, I'm too busy to talk to them now. Have them call me later. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Army versus Columbia. I'll take Army.
But, Mr. Stevenson, all I want is 1 minute...
Are you still here?
Boss, I want you to take a good look at this here card. Do you realize what this means? You gotta do something.
Will you please run along, Riley? I told you I'm busy.
Okay, if that's the way you feel about it.
Confounded interruptions. Now, let's see. Army versus Columbia. I picked Columbia. Columbia? I picked Army. Oh, this must be the card that Riley... Hey, I picked Army, he picked Columbia. I picked UCLA, he picked SMU.
Shall I call the War Department back?
Hey, look at this, Millie. Riley picks every game the exact opposite from me.
Mr. Stevenson, are you going to waste every Saturday morning over that football pool?
Millie, for years I've been trying to pick a winning card. I've made a science of it. And I haven't won once. It's a standing joke down at my club.
Maybe science has nothing to do with it. Maybe it's just plain dumb luck.
Oh, nonsense. Well, maybe it is dumb luck. You know what? I'm going to bet on Riley's selections.
Oh, is that you, dear?
Yeah, it's me. That no-good, penny-pinching skinflint of a tightwad.
Oh, you asked for a raise again.
Well, I started to. He told me to come back Monday. Didn't even have the decency to turn me down like he always does.
Well, maybe Mr. Stevenson will give you the raise Monday.
Yeah, fat chance. If I was dying of thirst, he wouldn't give me a drink of water unless I had 2 co-signers.
Now be fair, Riley.
Hey, Pop, I just heard the football scores. Every team I picked won. Oh, if you'd only have let me bet, I'd have cleaned up.
Junior, I don't want to hear another word about football. A boy your age and all you think about is gambling. Why can't you be like Egbert Gillis? He goes in for photography. His father was telling me he's got 47 pic... Don't ever let me catch you hanging around that Egbert Gillis.
Millie! I won. Every team I picked on that card was a winner. I won.
Mr. Stevenson, please, put me down.
Wait till the boys at the club hear about this. Now they'll be asking me to pick them every week.
But actually, it was Riley who picked them for you.
Oh, Riley. That's right, I almost forgot. Say, Riley must know his football.
It looks like it.
10 winners and 100 to 1. I won $2,500.
2,500?
Yes, sir. And you know what? It's only fair that I split my winnings with good old Riley. I'm going to give him $40. We'll call it a bonus. And next Saturday, Millie.
Yes.
Monday morning, have an office ready for him right next to mine. From now on, Riley's going to be my special assistant.
Riley? Special assistant?
In charge of picking football winners for me.
But, Pop, all I said was if I'd bet I would have won $25.
Now listen, Junior, I'm laying down the law. Don't ever let me hear you talk about betting.
But, Pop, I picked 10
Don't even
winners.
think about who's going to win.
Oh, now be reasonable.
Don't even let me hear you talk about football. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. And don't ever let me catch you smoking.
All right, that's enough now, Riley.
If I ever find out that he disobeyed me, Hello.
Riley, this is Stevenson.
Well, what do you want? Mr. Stevenson. Excuse me. I didn't mean to sound nasty. I thought it was a friend of mine.
Riley? You're through with the Riveter.
True? Oh, no, you don't mean that. Don't believe them rumors. I never said you're a hateful monster.
Riley, listen.
Believe me, you're the most lovable monster I ever knew. Please don't fire me, Mr. Stevenson.
Riley, I'm promoting you. Your new office is right next to mine.
Mr. Stevenson, you're making me an executive?
Well, you're going to be sort of a special assistant to me.
Special assistant? An executive? Oh, boss.
And there's a $30 raise goes with the job and a $40 bonus. See you Monday. Bye.
Oh, thank you, boss.
Riley, stop kissing that phone.
Peg, I'm an executive. $30 raise and a $40 bonus. He made me an executive.
An executive? You?
You, Pop? You an executive?
Well, why not? What's the matter with me being an executive?
Well, nothing, but it seems a little...
Don't you worry. I can be as good an executive as the next guy. Press my pants, stick a highball in my hand, and I could be this month's man of extinction.
Millie, I may have to leave. When Riley comes in, explain what I want him to do and show him his office, and I'll see him later.
Yes, Mr. Stevenson. Football, of all the idiotic...
Good morning, Millie.
Riley, do you realize it's 11:30?
Yes, I know. It's a little early for an executive, but I couldn't wait.
Listen, Riley, Mr. Stevenson asked me to explain about your new
Ah,
job.
never mind, Millie. I'll get all the dirt from the big boss.
But he said I should help you.
Look, Millie, I'm special assistant to Stevenson, ain't I?
Yes, but...
Then he's the only one who can assist me. Is he in?
Yes, but he said that...
Oh, good morning, Chief.
Ah, it's you, Riley. How are you?
Fine, Carl, fine. I hope you don't mind me calling you by your maiden name.
Not at all, not at all. After all, you're my special assistant, eh?
Yes, sir. Riley the Riveter is dead. Long live Riley the Industrial Maggot.
Well, all set to go to work?
Check. Won't take me long to dope things out.
Good.
And you'll find out I know the score.
I found that out already.
You did? And all this time I thought you thought I was just, well, never mind.
Come on, Riley, I'll show you your office.
All right.
Right in here.
Oh, boy, what an office. Look at that desk.
You like it, eh?
Oh, gee, boss. I never knew you felt this way about... Oh, I'm gonna make good at this job. I won't let you down.
That's the way to talk.
Maybe someday I could even get to be superintendent.
Who knows? Now let's get to work.
Maybe even vice president.
You never could tell. Now let's...
And maybe someday I might even get to be your partner.
Well, anything can happen.
Partners. Me and the great Carl Stevenson. Oh, what a thrill I'll get the day I become your partner. And we put up a big sign on top of the plant. Riley and Company.
Yes. Now look, here's the morning paper, Riley. Time to get to work.
Yes, sir, right away. Oh, here's the list.
Got a hunch, Riley?
U.S. Steel 77 and 78. Buy steel.
Oh, never mind that, Riley. What about Pennsylvania this week?
Pennsylvania? Buy it. Them railroads are going places.
Riley, I'm not talking about stocks. I'm talking about football.
Oh, no, please, boys. I want to make good. No football during business hours.
But that's what this new job is. Didn't Millie tell you?
Tell me what?
Oh, for Pete's sake, look, I want you to pick the football winners for me like you did last week on that card you left here.
Oh, that. Is that why you promote? Oh, what a revolting development this is.
We'll hear the second act of The Life of Riley in a moment.
Ken,
The good news is spreading. It's Prel, Procter & Gamble's new Radiant Cream Shampoo in the handy tube.
Of course, Prell's good news for two reasons.
First, Prel leaves hair more radiant than any soap or soap shampoo. Luxuriously soft and clean.
Second, Prell's real news for dandruff. Because Prell removes embarrassing dandruff in as little as 3 minutes. Examinations by a group of doctors proved it. Even stubborn dandruff was controlled by only 2 Prel shampoos a week.
And everybody likes that handy Prel tube. No jars to break, no waste or spill.
So for hair radiantly soft and clean, hair free of unsightly dandruff, get new Prel. A little makes mountains of lather.
P-R-E-L-L, Prel shampoo, leaves hair radiant, gleaming bright. Not a bit of dandruff is in sight. Comes in a tube, handy too. P-R-E-L-L, Prel shampoo.
By Prel. And now back to the life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley.
Oh, that's you, dear.
Hiya, Bob. I was the big executive.
Hello.
Oh, Riley, I had a wonderful time today. For the first time in years, I went on a real shopping spree.
Oh, you should see the stuff we bought.
I bought myself a new slip and some gloves. Junior got shoes and a sweater, and I got Babs a lovely skirt. I was going to get you something, but you need so many things. What would you like most?
Buy me an aspirin.
What's the matter, dear? Don't you feel well?
Peg, it's this job. I've been thinking.
Well, it's the first time. You'll get used to it.
I'm going back to my old job.
What?
Yeah.
But you always wanted to get out of Riverton. Now you got a big raise and the bonus.
Well, money ain't everything. What good is money? Take a rich guy. So he's got a Cadillac and a beautiful home and servants and fancy clothes and a yacht. But I wouldn't change places with him for anything. Gee, I sound stupid. No wonder I ain't cut out for this job.
Oh, but dear, you're just new at it.
No, it's no use, Peg. I don't like it. It's different than I thought
All
it would
right,
be.
dear. We won't argue about it. Junior, you better take off that sweater. I'll return it.
Oh, gee, Pop.
Well, I'm sorry. I feel like I healed, but there's something about this job you don't know. You see, Stevenson wants me to figure out. Well, what I gotta do is.
Pop, I'm good at figures. I could help you.
Oh, don't be silly, Junior.
Yeah, how could you help me? Hey, you could help me. Well, that's right. You're the one who. Peg, we're gonna be on Easy Street. Hello?
Hello, Riley. Stevenson. Sorry to call you at home, but it's Wednesday, you know. How about football?
Well, I'm working on it, boss. It takes time, you know.
Okay, but remember, I'm depending on you.
Yeah, I'll get right to work. Goodbye. Junior, where are you?
You want me, Pop?
Oh, Junior, there's something I want you to do for me. You see this new job I got? Well, I want to keep it. You see, it's Wednesday already, and after all, you're my father and I'm your son, and I mean...
Pop,
Yeah.
you feel all right?
Oh, sure. I'm fine, Junior.
Yeah, well, I'll see you later,
No,
Pop.
wait, Junior. Yeah, you asked me how I feel. It's only fair that I should ask you how you feel.
How I feel?
Yeah. How do you feel about Navy and Notre Dame?
I get it. Now, you don't have to try and trick me. I told you I'm through with gambling.
Oh, but Junior...
Honest, I reformed. I'll never pick another team again. Just like you told me.
Wait, he's reformed. Other fathers are lucky, but me, no. I had to have a son who does what I tell him. Let's see now. Princeton to beat Penn. Maybe Penn will beat Princeton. Or maybe... No, I'd better dope this other game first. Army versus Washington and Lee. Let's see. Last week, the Army lost to Columbia. Well, how's that possible? Columbia's only got 50 men. The Army's got 100,000 men. Oh, no wonder the Army lost. Eisenhower went to Columbia. Oh, I ain't getting no place. Hello.
Riley, do you realize it's Saturday? Have you picked today's winner yet?
No, don't worry, boss. I'm practically finished.
Don't get down here before those games kick off or you're
Oh,
fired.
yes, boss. Thank you, boss. But that kid's gotta help me. Junior!
Yeah,
Riley, what's the matter?
Listen, Junior, you want me to get fired? Now tell me, will Penn beat Princeton?
Oh,
Well,
Pop.
what are you talking about? What's football got to do with getting fired?
Nothing. Just a slip of the tongue.
Riley, you are telling the truth.
Well, okay. Peg, you know that football pool card of Junior's? I happened to show it to Stevenson, and he thought it was mine, and he bet on it, and he won a lot of dough. And
Honest, Pop?
now he spends all his time doping out the winners, and, well, I'm sort of his assistant dope.
You mean to tell me? I just can't believe it.
It's the truth, so help me. Junior, please.
And you want Junior to...
Pick the winners for me. Just once a week. We'll be on Easy Street.
Chester Riley, how could you think of using your own son to gamble with?
Oh, don't worry. I won't lose Junior. I mean, I don't bet anything. It's the boss that...
You go right to your boss and tell him you won't have anything to do with it.
Will you fire me,
You
Peg?
go this minute.
Okay. You're right. I don't want to make profits on my son's brain. I'd rather depend on my own brain and die broke. Oh, what a mess. If I tell Stevenson, I'll lose my job. Where'll I ever find another opening I can fit into?
Don't worry. I'll find a nice spot for you.
Who's that?
It is I, Digby Odell, the friendly undertaker.
Oh, hello, Digger. Excuse me, I'm in a hurry. I gotta see my boss and tell him something before they all kick off.
In that case, I'd better go along with you.
No, I gotta handle this myself. It's some trouble on account of my boy.
Ah, yes. My boy, Marblestone, is a problem, too. For years, I planned that when he graduated from college, he'd enter my business and take a load off my shoulders.
And now he won't?
Today he said, "Sire, I'm going to be a farmer. You can get a lot out of the land." Stoney, I said, "It's not what you get out of the land, it's what you put in it."
Well, with my boy, it was gambling. I was using Junior to help me dope out football winners so as my boss could win a pool.
Riley, you shock me. Using an innocent lad for such a nefarious... Oh, you've sunk pretty low. And when I say a man has sunk low, brother, he's hit the bottom.
My wife says that I should go tell my boss off.
Your dear spouse is right. A man like that ought to be put in his place. And I know just the place to put him.
Well, you fire me, Diggy.
No matter. Your honor is at stake. There comes a time in every man's life when it's do or die. And whatever happens, I'll be right behind you. Well, cheerio. I'd better be shoveling off.
Hello, is Riley there? This is Carl Stevenson.
Oh, no, Mr. Stevenson. He left some time ago.
Well, if he isn't here in 5 minutes with those football
He is
selections...
through with that, Mr. Stevenson. And you ought to be ashamed. Using a young boy. to
Young
try to-
boy, Riley's at least 40.
I mean Junior. He picked those winners for you last week, not Riley. And now you
Oh.
think...
Oh, I didn't know that, Mrs. Riley. I
And
thought...
if this is the only way Riley can hold a job, I'd rather you fired him.
Oh, well, don't worry, I won't do that. I didn't know about the boy. Riley can go back to riveting Monday. And I'm awfully sorry about this. I'm very glad you told me. Goodbye. Oh, that Riley, of all the... Yes?
Stevenson, Riley's here.
You bet I'm here.
Riley, why didn't you tell me...
I'll tell you plenty before I'm through.
Now listen, Riley.
You listen to me. I'm through with this job, Stevenson.
Now wait, Riley.
I ain't taking it no more. I don't want no phony desk job. I want to go back to my riveting job. And that's final. I'm handing you an old tomato. Okay. And furthermore, okay. 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 Yes. Okay. Well, okay. He said okay. Millie, he said okay.
Riley, what's wrong with you?
I just told him off and he said okay. He was scared of me. No wonder I never got anywhere all these years. I never spoke up. All you gotta do with a guy like that is stand up to him, yell at him, and you got him licked. I can make him do anything I want. And I want a foreman's job.
Riley, what are you doing?
Taking off my pants. I mean my overalls. Where's your wastebasket? There, I'm through with them overalls. Before I put them on again, I'll eat them. So help me, I'll eat them. Now look here, Fatso. I don't want to be a riveter. Millie, have you got a knife and fork?
Riley's will be back in just a moment. The tops in shampoo. That's Prel, the radiant cream shampoo in the handy tube. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, Mrs. J.B. Ebbs, Jr. writes Procter & Gamble.
After using Prel, my dry, dull-appearing hair has attained a lovely radiance, plus a softness I haven't had since high school days. From now on, I'm an enthusiastic booster of Prel.
Friends, treat yourself to a Prel shampoo. See how quickly Prel removes unsightly dandruff, leaves hair radiantly clean, smooth, and manageable. Ask for
P-R-E-L-L, Prel shampoo. Leaves hair radiant, gleaming bright. Not a bit of dandruff is in sight. Comes in a tube, handy too. P-R-E-L-L, Prel shampoo.
Thank goodness you've still got your old job.
Yeah, to tell the truth, I couldn't enjoy being a big business executive. I find it very hard to sleep on a desk.
Say, Pop, how much did your boss win on the football card I figured out?
Now, you forget that, Junior. I said gambling never pays.
Your father's right, Junior.
I always say this. You show me a man who gambles all the time, and I'll show you a no-good bum who's going to wind up in the gutter. And I'll bet my bottom dollar on that.
Procter & Gamble invites you to join us again next week to hear The Life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. The script is by Reuben Ship, Alan Lipscott, and Henry Posner. Mrs. Riley is Paula Winslow. Digger Odell is John Brown. The Life of Riley is produced and directed by Irving Brackett.
Please send your questions and comments to host at classiccomedyotr.com. Come back next Friday for another episode of The Life of Riley, and check in on Monday for the next installment of The Bickersons. Until next time, in the words of Don Marquis, an idea isn't responsible for the people who believe in it.